ng asawa po, sabi po na kailangan sundin ang kalooban ng ama sa pamamagitan ni Tuloy, sa pamamagitan ng anak. So to make the long story short po, sinuway ko ang aking asawa at ako po ay nag-rent ng sasakyan para sa mga workers. So ginamit po nila yung sasakyan. Nag-travel po sila dito sa Minnesota. After po nilang masaturate yung Minnesota sa kanilang pagsusulisit at sana, pumunta po sila ng Chicago gamit yung sasakyan. Ang buhay po kasi ng workers, hindi po sila natutulog ng maayos. So, sa gabi po, nagbibiyahe sila kasi sa araw po, nagbibigay po sila ng pera. So, bumiyahe po sila sa gabi.
Umalis ka dyan kayo, makuha ka ng camera po.
Ina-accident po sila sa daan. Yung sasakyan po, nung na-aksidente, na total po yung 18,000 po yung charge kasi wala naman po si Arlene po doon. So sa akin responsibility po yun. Ngayon nung po yun sa alam naman ng mga ng mga administrator kung ano nangyari. Ang sabi po sa akin, ko na yun, share ko na yun sa gawain ng ama. So ibig sabihin, i-shoulder ko yung damages nung nung sasakyan. So binayaran ko po yun yung utak nila. So, nagpatong-patong na po yung mga abuse na sabi ko, pinakisi na. So, yun po yung dahilan na talagang pinadalhan nila ako ng tawag dito, disconnection notice memo. Pinadala po sa akin through email.
Maraming salamat, Ms. Arlene. And a quick question following up on Ms. Arlene's testimony. Again to Mr. Wood. Ms. Arlene said that Kibuloy makes his followers solicit or beg in the U.S. Does this also happen in your town, in your city?
Yes. I've encountered many, well, 4 or 5 people who were Filipinos soliciting for dubious causes. When I asked them about Kibuloy, they drew a strange blank and got away from me as quickly as they could.
So thank you. They're instructed to solicit, but also not to attach any accountability. And until now, this is still going on, Mr. Wood?
Yes, it happened in December was the latest time.
So just a month ago. Thank you very much. Okay. Dear colleagues and friends, these allegations are not only grave, very grave, but they are personal to Apollo Kibuloy. I just like to check with our committee secretary, Comsec, may imbitasyon po bang ipinadala kay Kibuloy dito sa hearing natin?
Yes, Madam Chair, we sent 2 letters actually. The one is through LBC and the other is through registered mail with the third
At ano po yung naging resulta ng dalawang pagpapadala natin ng imbitasyon?
Well, actually, there's no response on that letter, but he sent his representative, a third.
Even on the council would be irrelevant dahil nga po yung mga akusasyon ng ating mga victim survivors ay hindi man pwede sagutin ni ng invitasyon, dalawang invitasyon, one by LBC. And one by registered mail, right? And additionally, based sa mga testimonya ni na Elias Amanda, Elias Jerome at Miss Arlene, gayon din particular kina Ingrid Canada at saka Alain Palmes, mga imbitasyon po sa kanila sa ating susunod na pagdinig. A quick question though, since we're talking about the absence of Mr. Kibuloy in this hearing. Quick question po sa Bureau of Immigration natin. Attorney Nancy Co, Commissioner, pwede niyo po bang i-confirm kung nandito pa po ba sa Pilipinas si Pastor Apollo Kibuloy?
Good morning, ma'am. Based on the records of the Bureau of Immigration, he's detented right now.
Alright, so he's in the country, officially as stated by the BI, so walang dapat sigurong dahilan. Hindi na nila mapaunlakan ang hindi lang pangalawa pero pangatlong imbitasyon ng komiting ito sa susunod na hearing. Salamat po, Commissioner Nancinco. If I could move on now to the Department of Justice, will it be Attorney Grace? Thank you, ma'am. I'd just like to quickly ask the department first, because I remember working closely with the DOJ on the case in Socorro at saka iba pang dumadami ng mga inquiry ng komiteng ito tungkol sa human trafficking cases. Narinig niyo po yung testimony ni Ms. Amanda. So assuming na yung kanyang material statements ay totoo, ayon po ba ang DOJ sa chair na these fulfill the elements of human trafficking? May minor de edad na recruited, may minor de edad na maintained, even groomed, as you would say, tapos exploited sexually. So, human trafficking na po ba ang napo-constitute nito?
First of all, Madam Chair, I am not a people, so on its face, Madam Chair, based on the definition of persons, the allegations might fall.
In fact, would this not be, if then in persons?
Kaya mong galang durain, kitang-kita mga aspang nila po.
One of the grounds for qualified offenses
Sabaw.
when the minors are when the victim is a minor.
Thank you for noting that, Senior State Counsel Quintana, dahil yun na nga po yung nasa testimonya halimbawa ni Elias Amanda na minor de edad pa lang sila noon at nakakita pa siya ng ibang mga minor de edad kabilang. Just one question. Would the council say that the repeated sexual abuse of minors by a middle-aged man constitute a violation of RA 7610 or the Anti-Child Abuse Law?
Isang makabatang tanghali po, Madam Chair. As for the characterization of the offense, Madam Chair, I think we would yield to the wisdom of the Department of Justice, Madam Chair. Child abuse is defined under RA 7610. There are enumerated instances there that would constitute child abuse, and based on the statement, it may fall under whether child abuse or the anti-trafficking law, but of course subject to further evaluation of the DOJ. But Madam Chair, what I am sure about is that based on the data in the possession of the Council for the Welfare of Children, particularly those coming from the Philippine National Police Women and Children Protection Center, for 2022, Madam Chair, in all the reported cases with the PNP-WCPC, violations of RA 7610, the anti-rape law or RA 8353, acts of lasciviousness under the revised penal code article 336, and violations of the expanded Anti-Trafficking Persons Act are four of the main sources of child rights violations. So this is in 2022, based on the figure of the PNP-WCPC as of 2023, these are the same four types of child rights violations. So we joined the committee, of course, without preempting the result of the investigation and the further evaluation to be conducted by the DOJ. We support the committee's efforts to investigate alleged or purported violations of these four types of criminal offenses because not just in this instance or the instances stated, but it really happens in our country. And we must put a stop uh, to all these violations. That's why we also encourage everybody to report violations, whether to the PNP or to other agencies, including the Council for the Welfare of Children, Makabata Helpline 1383, Madam Chair.
Salamat po, Yusek Tapales, for the Council's support for the inquiries of this committee and the Senate as a whole in the best interest of the child. And before we continue, gusto lang i-acknowledge ng Chair yung presensya ng aking minority leader, Senator Coco Pimentel. Salamat kaayo, Sen. Coco, for your presence.
Good morning, ma'am, and to all of our sisters.
Salamat kaayo. And of course, with the earlier presence as well of Senator Jinggoy, earlier this morning, Your Honor, we have a quorum for this hearing. Salamat kayo. I'd like to pose the same question posed to the CWC, to the Commission on Human Rights. Will it be Attorney Myra or Attorney Myra? So same, or Mr. Rosero. Okay, sir. Yes, sir.